Episode 4056, Ditch the Mom Guilt.
Moms, it's time to rediscover, rejuvenate, and renew who you are in mind, body, and spirit. Welcome to Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie, the show to help you do just that. Here's your host, certified life coach, personal trainer, and nutritionist, Christiane Wargo.
Happy day. It's Friday. Yay! So that means you get to do a happy dance. The weekend's here. You get to enjoy it. For us, it's a lot of family time. We've got our baby graduating, our number 5 of 5. Yes, can you believe it? From college on top of that. Well, regardless of what you're going through as a mom, ditch the mom guilt. For those of you who are brand new to Create Your Now, welcome to this incredible family. I'm so delighted of your presence. If you already haven't had the opportunity, you want to head on over to createyournow.com where you can learn more and to sign up for the Kisses newsletter. The Keep It Simple strategy, everyday solutions to live, love, and impact. Well, I do really hope that you're going to have a fabulous weekend. Hope you don't get rained out, whatever you're up to. Maybe you're having the end of school celebrations. Graduations are happening now with high school and college. And there's just a lot of moving parts right now. And as a mom, it's a real deal, right? We want to be a part of all of those moving parts. But there's a lot of stuff that weighs heavy on us. Mom guilt, right, is one of them, right? It's a beast nobody warned you about until you've been swallowed whole by it. It's like this monster of the monster of the monster. It's bigger than the dragon, scarier than any movie you can see in the movie theaters. And it comes at you to defeat you. And quite frankly, a lot of times it does. And with Mother's Day just ahead, around the corner, right? We've got 2 days away. It's the perfect time to honor the tough, tireless job moms do raising the next generation, because that's what you're doing, Mom. And you're awesome. But we got to be real and honest. More often than not, it stings more than we admit, because that guilt feels like a weight on our hearts, drowning out the impact we want to have. It's like we're sinking within our own selves. But you need to know this: let it all go and ditch the mom guilt. Because if you don't, that mom guilt that you have is going to thrive when you take ownership of things that aren't yours to carry. And I want you to hear this loud and clear. You don't have to own every mistake, every worry, or every unmet expectation. But if we're honest, we own everything, not just what is ours to carry. Hence, we lock ourselves up in this genie bottle that we can't escape because the genie's not there, and we're trapped within our own mom guilt. It's a big deal. And I know it's one that some moms wrestle with differently. Some, it comes on stronger in different seasons and stages of life that their kids are in. And let me tell you, just because your kids get older and you become an empty nester doesn't mean that the mom guilt disappears. Oh, I wish I could tell you it did. But it doesn't. In fact, you may have more sleepless nights being an empty nester than you did with the kids under your roof. I know, maybe we'll just leave that one off for another episode, because I want to give you hope today. The sooner you stop carrying those invisible, unnecessary burdens, the freer you become. You don't have to carry everything. I know you think you're Wonder Woman. Been there, doing that. But in all honesty, all we're doing is digging ourselves deeper in this hole that we've created, this ditch that holds us hostage in our own home. And it goes with us. It's this big, huge weight, the ball and chain effect that we can't escape. So how do you actually break free from the mom guilt trap and reclaim your peace? Well, you got to ditch it. That is your Kiss to Keep It Simple strategy. Plain old ditch it. Let's take a little bit of Southern charm and say, get the you-know-what out of here. Bury it where it needs to go. You don't need to keep carrying this over and over and over again. Now, I'm not saying that if you've done some things as a mom, or there's guilt as in, I wish I would have done this differently. Okay, learn from those mistakes. But then you have to move forward. Because otherwise, you're not going to be able to finish the mom race, because you're going to be stuck still where you are, back in the time zone of this is what happened then, and this is what happened then, and you're only floating there. You're not allowing yourself to be present right now for your children, for your grandbabies, for your nieces and nephews, for your family, for your spouse, for yourself. And sometimes you don't think that it really has that much of a grip, but if you were to stop long enough, slow down, chill out, maybe all of a sudden you would have these feelings that would come up more like, wow, like this is something that is hitting hard. And with Mother's Day right around the corner, we also look at our own childhood and growing up and what that looked like. And I don't know about you, but for me, I don't look at a lot of the quote unquote bad. I don't see the negative. I see a lot of positive, and I moved my entire life. My grandparents' home, which is where the family farm is in Kansas, that was the most thing that we had closest to having a stable place to call home. It's still in the family to this day. And so, I know my kids kind of hold on to that because we've moved a lot. We're in the midst of doing that now. And it's kind of crazy. And sometimes I think I'm just going, right? It's the real deal. But you also can be the real deal and ditch what you don't have to carry. Throw it away. Let God take it. You're doing the best that you can in the moment that you're in. So don't sit there and harbor all of these things that are really honestly going to hold you back from what's in front of you. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. When we're carrying this mom guilt, it is literally putting blinders on for what is right now. And so when you have events, you have graduations and weddings and first communions and all these things that happen in life, proms, and I know there's still proms going on right now. You miss out because all of a sudden you're like, oh man, she looks really cute. And now all of a sudden you're like, oh, if I would have just done this. That is the trap. That's the, oh my goodness, there I go. I'm taking myself down this wonderful ditch that I've created for myself. Stop it. Ditch it. And try some new things for once. Number one, own your choices, not other people's expectations. Notice that it goes hand in hand. Own your choices, not other people's expectations. Mom guilt often sneaks in disguised as, I should have. If only. They expect me to. But see, here's the kicker. You're not responsible for everyone else's ideals or standards. You get to decide what's right for your family based on your reality, your resources, your values, what you're doing for your family. So choose what serves your well-being and your kids' best interest, and toss the rest. Own your priorities like a boss, not a martyr. We don't need to have that badge of honor saying, hey, I'm Wonder Woman. Look at me. Honestly, let's not. Let's be that mama that sits on the sidelines, that cheers on the good, the bad, and the ugly, that has a heart of gold, that's willing to wrap up their kids at any point in time, no matter what has happened, no matter the relationship strains, no matter if you do or don't like what they're doing, but you're always present. Your door's always open. That's what you want as a mama. Own your choices, not other people's expectations. Number two, separate feelings from facts. Feeling guilty doesn't always mean you've actually done something wrong or insufficient. Your emotions are valid. They are. Own them. Honor them. However, they aren't a scoreboard. Okay? So I really want you to think about that. A lot of times you're sitting there going, I feel like this. And then all of a sudden like, well, gosh, if I feel like this, oh man. And then all of a sudden, where are you? You're back in the daggum ditch again. Get out of it. Ditch it. Run away. Pause and ask, what's the real story here? Did you really neglect your child? Or are you just beating yourself up for being human? Big difference, isn't it? Break the cycle of guilt by challenging your own narrative with cold, hard facts. Now, let me interject this here. You may be able to see feelings from facts and separate them, but your child may not, regardless of their age. There's a maturity level. And depending upon their experiences in life, as they get older, their experiences are going to cloud what they think they remember as a child. And depending upon how those experiences are, it will then reflect on, oh, wait, and they may actually change memories that really aren't the truth. It's what they've conjured up in their mind. So for them, it's reality, but for you in real life, it's not. And there might be a disconnect there. Hang on. This too shall get better. You won't be able to help them. They have to help themselves. So you have to be strong knowing I've got to separate the feelings from the facts. I've got to be able to see it as it is. And maybe one of these days their eyes will be open, that they can see what really did occur. Or you'll be able to have those conversations and recognize your wins, even the small ones. It's hard, Mama. No, it's hard. But you actually have more wins than you have failures as a mom. We just tend to keep track of the scoreboard because of our feelings. And let me tell you, kids can be really rough on us. Let's just be honest. They can be. And that's not, even if you have the best, adorable, sweetest child ever, kind-hearted, all of it, empathetic, anything and everything you can wrap up into this human being could never be better. They're still going to fall short, and they're still going to blame you for things. They're still going to say something didn't happen or something did happen. Don't hang on to that mom guilt. You got to ditch it. You got to let it go. You've got to know where you were, what you were doing, understanding that these are the facts. This is what happened. And you're moving forward. And you have to model that for them. Being a mom doesn't stop at the age of 18. If you're got kids that are younger than 18, hold on. Don't think that you're graduating with them at 18 or at college. Nope. It still keeps going. You don't get to graduate as a mom. You're always a mom that's wanting the best for your children. So do what's best for them and ditch the mom guilt. And then finally, number 3, let go of the myth of perfect motherhood. This is your spoiler alert. Boop, 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 boop. Sound the alarms. Perfect motherhood doesn't exist. It's this marketing ploy, honestly. It's a social trap, right? Designed to keep you locked in comparison and self-doubt. And it works so easily. We're so right on board. We're like, I'm taking that cruise ship. I'm going to lock myself into comparison. It's awesome. And all I have is to look side to side. Because I put myself on an island or I put myself on that cruise ship. And I can't see beyond that. No, you can. But you got to be willing to drop the script that says you need to do it all flawlessly. You got to ditch it. Instead, focus on growth, connection, and showing up. Who you are as a woman, who you are becoming as a woman, who you are as a mom, and who you are becoming as a mom. Imperfectly, but fully present. That's what your kids really need from you. Mom guilt isn't a reflection of your worth or your impact. It's a signal telling you to reset boundaries from the outside pressure and from your own harsh judgment. This Mother's Day, don't just honor moms around you. It's important. Honor your own mom. If your mom is still alive, my goodness, call her, text her, show up if you can. Wrap her in your arms. Tell her you love her. If you're estranged from your mom, honestly pray about it, seriously. Maybe this is the time that you need to say, you know what, I've been harboring this stuff and it's ridiculous. Why? It's not helping any of us. But I don't want you just to honor moms around you, your friends, your sister, your own mom, your people at church. I want you to honor yourself by refusing to own what's not yours. Look in the mirror and tell yourself, you're doing the best you can. You're incredible. Your best work as a mom isn't in self-sacrifice. It's in clear choices, honest self-talk, and showing up without chains. You got to let go of the ball and chain effect here. You don't need it. And I know you got it because God's got you. And it's time for you to get out of your own way. So with this, I want to leave you with a poem, Hope for the Weary Mom. In the quiet hours before dawn breaks, when the world still sleeps and your heart aches, know this: your worn hands hold a power, a fierce, untamed, quiet fire. You carry more than daylight sees, the weight of worry whispered please. But inside you, a spark remains, a steady light through storms and strains. Hope is not a distant dream, it's woven in your midnight scream. In every stumble, every tear, hope blooms gently, always near. You are enough, Mom, though tired, scarred, a warrior walking through the hard. With every breath, you birth new grace, a future held within your embrace. So hold on, Mom, the dawn will rise and paint bright truths across your skies. Where hope like a shield step by step, your story isn't over yet. Happy Mother's Day. Go in peace, be present, be incredible, be you. I love you so very much. I cannot wait to see you on the other side. Blessings, hugs, and lots of love. We'll talk to you real soon. Have a glorious, blessed weekend. Bye-bye.
Feeling inspired, ready to train for life and love your journey? Visit createyournow.com for more incredible resources to help you along the way. We'll see you next time on Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie. And remember, always be sure you consult your physician before beginning any health and fitness plan.